Everything for a King to TV, Miss Winnie Dim say, and no face the winning walking to TV. So, myself so best as Kawam and no shots or other platform no my comment or comment section. I say, and more reviews so we will notification band some and send me a blocking to TV. No, why face no one, so maybe it's no when I call so a magana and if we are say after name everything for something day I be brave a war or maganimo. Na yebeka kopimo NDC party mo ene kopimo NDC party mo dey some dey beef mo papam na ye nanim say ye na papa Koku Anyidoho na oye NDC ne mapam oye former deputy general secretary ma NDC party no na ye nanim 2024 abran na election no ebekoso na yakoso aba no and some baby na beto your consuni na so ye de bremo and some ye na papa Koku the would be too jar defend this party no and de I say by final form na ye na your former president at a mouse when you baby konya men for the cry and see him nature so or one day na ye na papa Koku the wo no ne bopa I just say by final form no being coin jobi. But say na papa eda nani echire banya ode NDC party ne to ho mo a be hye na papa Mahama nsa asa na papa Koku Anyidoho ne nje enuoma bi ye na president Mahama ewo party ne mo no na no enene na papa Koku Anyidoho ende nani abre pam na nani abre nyina gina ye chief justice na mame Mahama ye president no ade ye chief justice na no na ye na papa Koku Anyidoho chese watiti bi ede ama na papa Mahama ne kasama afọ na ebusiafo nsam na de bi o na se etin se mpc bi waste time ana se be so me ana se be so ni dem no akan ho ne na yakwa nsam no ntwe mu je ni hwia asanso ba bedu ho enkomo nsam ne de aye bebre ewo omaga ne mo bedamase
from the side of the government communication. First of all, I have never, because my age pay the issue where one person, and I said the same person, kasama fuma abain, say kasama fuma omampenino. I've always had issues with it. You see, because at the end of the day, we must always insulate the president. There was a board president, and as a presidency, no buying from the everyday conversation. It's a bit of a call, Kasama Abain, Kasama Omampenino. There are challenges. Emerson CJ Kasayen, the government spokesperson, who's also the presidential spokesperson, came to respond. And my question is, should it have been so? When I was setting up committee, saying investigative chief justice, or call court, say open hearing, court in a bugunye, and waba bonting, say obekanasen. From a public relations and communications point of view, if I was at that position, my take would have been say, let's not respond. Let us allow the committee to work. Once the government has responded and the presidency has responded, it has changed the complexion of the issue. And that's my take.
So, Okasa, it has changed the nature of the issue from where you sit. Do you think, sir, I suspended between Stockholm na ehube hia kwa say aya nwa pressure ya oye ye no na ehube hia say obeye sa.
The person has always wanted the matter to be discussed in the public domain.
Yeah,
she's always wanted it. She's not hiding that fact that I want this matter in the public domain. And I caught Boguye. So she went through the court and I caught Boguye. If she has come to grant a press conference what I would have done as a professional PR is that, look, let her have her say, but let's allow the committee set up by the president to work. Now she has baited you. You have commented. So the matter is in the public domain now, and we're all discussing it. The presidency can say, oh, we didn't go into the substantive issue. We just commented around the issue. Whether Jonah swallowed the whale or the whale swallowed Jonah, there was a swallow. So once you have commented on the matter, you have drawn the presidency into the whole discussion, and that's where we are now.
But Gogwe, sir, Usha Beatrice and Wakasa or Kasa Gertrude and Wakasa or Kasa Yena. She's alluded to the fact, sir, dear question, as it has some political machinations. And you know, you are also in government. Don't you think, sir, it was that prudent because of she trying to smear the whole issue with politics? I don't think almost somebody respond there.
Well, but so now the things become political. And I make as a me, if as a professional communicator, I would have issued a statement. Yes, government must respond. Why not? But for me, if I was working with the presidency, the statement that would have come is that, yes, we have heard what the Chief Justice has said, but because a committee is in place working, we will not comment. We leave the committee to work, so that this matter will be left at her doorstep. But once you have entered with other comments, you have opened yourself up. Look, for the first time, I didn't know, and many Ghanaians didn't know, say, Nani Wafa, the late Major Sam Akwa. I may be a tremo. And then make 3 high court judges do. And I said, she's now telling us that story. And you are commenting on it. But see, baby, hearing, no? She has sordid memories of that place. Baby, I didn't know. The committee is working. Allow the committee to respond. Or allow somebody else, the justice system, to respond. But now if you go and drop the presidency into it, and government spokesperson, presidential spokesperson is talking about it, my brother, today that's what we are discussing.
So would you then say, sir, dear abino nra say wombeyi mamina no na omo lack some emotional intelligence, Anna?
I have not said so, and I will not say so. All I'm saying is that as a professional PR person, yes, the government must respond. Why not? But I would have left it at the point, say, yes, Mamina Kasa, the woman always wanted a public hearing. Government will not be baited into a public hearing. We will leave it for the committee to work. Magana Yakari.
But wait, in some way na question na Mami Kasa abayin penyin fosu yina no Ghana ha se o number bia nkoboy the demand for puno so a obi atwa bi edie. Do you see it as potentially damaging our judicial independence?
Well, that is what she is saying. She don't forget that for her to have risen to the position of Chief Justice, Sebe, Onusu Konumabia, Onusu Nimrano, until a Chief Justice. Today, that's what she's telling us, that the thing has become political. And that's what she wants to achieve. Say, politics. Once the government has now entered the politics of the discussion, that is what we are discussing. Politics.
And some kobo we nyina kra no e wo se yedi no wokukuom ma me dia ba bonten but who some legal luminaries are o ma ba bonten e de ka se dia ma me ne ba ye no e ya dia it's tantamount to contempt of court. I don't know where you want to situate yourself with those sayings.
So government responding, is that also contempt of court? So government has also responded. Is government also in contempt of its own committee that is set up. That's what I'm saying. Sir. For me, I'm just dealing with it from a professional angle. Sir. Anka me and I'm as presidential spokesperson. And I maybe can accept parameters and say, ordinarily, go around the world and check all other democracies. Is that the establishment? No. So let government be government, and also let appointees be appointees, and let the presidency be the presidency. That's all. Because once one person is speaking for both presidency and government, everything you say, you are drawing the president into it, and that's not how it should be.
Koku, maybe because of Ghana ha. In fact, I have a hammer pa. So, usho ye memu ha bibia ye de amanyo sema wrem. The judiciary ye nim say, womo die anko mo die on baby ne kra no. As we speak now no, ye de amanyo sema akokora ho. Some people have made the argument say, so uko eye Supreme Court ho kra ba. Ye were NDC judges and then ye were MPP judges. Koku suddenly a hard pa Ghana ha ye be den na sa tag na ababeto esua every institution ye wo Ghana ha ye di amanyo akwakọ vremu no ye be den na sa de ne ye free.
My brother, it's a big question. It's a big question. And one is assembly here. The modern never NDC MPP pattern. Not say. And then happen and then. So she has come out to say it is politics. And the political establishment has responded. So it's not politics. It is not politics. And that's the problem we are having. And that's the point you are making. How do we separate politics from the facts? And I make us say, if I was at the presidency as head of communication, we will not comment. Wakasa, by this time, no. It's a one-sided argument. And I say one-sided debate. Ono na kana sem. Ono na ebia sebi. Watumra and wakokaniye. And we say okay. But once you respond, I bet that into sebi. When will it end? And who is going to win the war in the public debate, in the public discourse? So it's worrying.
So now the damage has already been caused. Per aye unkoma uni yedi. So one person in charge of government communication and also speaks for the presidency. So from where you sit as a professional PR, from the conversation, that is what I've gathered. Bisa say ombetimi aye bibi e dia reverse situation no, so as to see say perhaps no, it is not the presidency that is responding to a Justice Gertrude Tokono.
How do you do that? The presidency has already responded. The presidency has already responded. And so, once you draw the presidency into it, that's how it's going to be forever. And that's what she wanted, and she's achieved it.
So you feel, sir, now you baked bina or the
that is the word that you have used the right word. It was a bait. Unfortunately, the presidency fell for the bait.
Well, some way so, from the onset, no say now or no a per se asabno yabeka amaya the cameras at so public hearing, and yes, she was even prepared, sir, oba wavy a year ne the denkra the right to hearing the issue in camera, and now she has come to tease you, and you have also responded. So meaning
Masa,
that says I don't know about a public discourse.
Masa, me tokwebiako ewe bedroom, and I will person be ko santo kwano. Man 1991, and I made a faculty kwan bi so, and I made a seminar bedroom, and I was wa babon me to actually, and I also the tobi. It has idea. I bet I made bedroom to kwan here. Kwan bi na de, kwan bi na de assembly ko ahimfie, because ahimfie na kasa be right to kwan.
But somebody also argues, say, and your committee never responded to this particular issue about public.
Good, my brother, that's the point I'm making. So we should have left it to the committee. Why did the presidency respond? And Mobile and Amonia Montoko Concordia as no more. Then I hit a bam. I'm here for where we are. I don't know if any maybe talk. I'm feeling better than you working. That's the point I'm making. That professionally, from my perspective, I may be wrong, I may be right, but if I was, and because I've done that work before, my initial reaction, if I was to advise the presidency, is that don't comment. Even if you comment, just let the nation know. Say, look, we have heard everything Maminakasa. Maminaka. Nanso. Yehinano. A guy at the number.
But wait. Question I be saying, I'm saying when Yantiasini. When say assembly be no. Aya mrenim for no eka say. Asam no e wose ye kan okukuom. Say no asam no ye de akwa dan committee 5-member committee. Committee no ma me ne bekasa he no. Committee no amowa. So it means that anya committee no na baba kasantino. This thing cannot be public. It is coming from a third party, and that is the president.
How does the presidency become a third party? The whole thing, the petitioners petition the president.
Mm-hmm.
So the president is the one who activated this process. People, and what she's telling us now is that 2 petitioners, and after 2 of the petitions, we hear no. Some third petition and petition there.